The elevator jolted to a sudden stop between the 14th and 15th floors of the downtown office building where I worked as a graphic designer, and for the first few seconds I only felt annoyance at the delay until I realized I was not alone, sharing the small mirrored space with a woman I had noticed in passing for months but never spoken to, Sophia, the new marketing consultant with sharp cheekbones, dark curls that framed her face perfectly, and a confident stride that always turned heads in the lobby. She was dressed in a tailored blazer and skirt that hugged her figure, and when the lights flickered, she let out a soft curse before pressing the emergency button with calm efficiency. As minutes stretched with no response from maintenance, we introduced ourselves properly, laughing nervously about the irony of being trapped in a high-tech building. The air grew warmer and the space felt smaller with every breath, drawing us closer. Conversation flowed easily from work frustrations to favorite weekend escapes, and I found myself captivated by the way her eyes lit up when she talked about hiking coastal trails alone. Something stirred in me that I had always dismissed as admiration for strong women, yet here, in this confined intimacy, it felt undeniably electric. Sweat beaded on our skin as the temperature rose, and when the lights dimmed to emergency red, she suggested we sit on the floor to conserve energy, our knees brushing accidentally at first, then lingering as we shared a bottle of water from her bag. Her fingers grazed mine, sending a spark up my arm, and when she confessed she had noticed me too, watching me across meeting rooms, my heart raced with confusion and thrill. The vulnerability of the situation stripped away pretense, and I admitted I had never been with a woman, never even allowed myself to fully explore the pull I felt toward them. Sophia smiled softly, saying it was never too late to discover what your body already knows. And in that moment, with the elevator still motionless, she leaned forward, cupping my face gently, her lips meeting mine in a kiss that started tentative but ignited instantly, tasting of mint and urgency. My hands found her waist, pulling her closer as years of suppressed desire flooded through me, her tongue teasing mine with expert patience until I moaned softly into her mouth. Clothes shifted in the heat, blouses unbuttoned to allow skin against skin, her hands sliding under my bra, tracing circles that made me arch toward her, while I explored the soft curves beneath her skirt, discovering wetness that mirrored my own arousal. We moved together slowly at first, savoring every new sensation, her mouth on my neck, then lower, taking a nipple between her lips, while fingers delved between my thighs, bringing me to a shuddering climax that left me breathless and trembling. I returned the favor, learning the rhythm of her pleasure, guiding her to release with my touch and tongue until she gasped my name against the elevator wall. Afterward, we lay tangled on the floor, hearts pounding, sharing whispered confessions of long-hidden attraction, promising this was only the beginning. When rescue finally came hours later, we stepped out disheveled but glowing, exchanging knowing smiles in the lobby and a discreet plan to continue that night at her apartment. The elevator incident, not just a random mishap, but the spark that launched my lesbian era, freeing me to embrace the love and passion I had always craved with women who made my soul and body sing in harmony. From that suspended moment in the elevator, my life transformed into a vibrant exploration of desire and identity, as Sophia and I began a passionate relationship that consumed every free hour, meeting after work in her sleek loft where clothes were shed before the door fully closed, bodies colliding against walls and furniture in urgent need, her guiding me deeper into the world of feminine intimacy with patience and fire. Nights blurred into mornings of slow, languid lovemaking where she taught me to savor every inch, tracing paths with feathers and ice, then mouth and fingers, until pleasure built in layers, exploding in waves that left us both spent and laughing in each other's arms. Weekends became sacred escapes, driving to secluded beaches or forest cabins where we made love under open skies, her strength pinning me gently to soft earth while ocean waves or rustling leaves accompanied our moans. discovering new ways to please one another with toys and role play that pushed boundaries, yet always grounded in trust. Back in the city, we navigated the thrill of secrecy. At first, stolen kisses in office stairwells or quick encounters in bathroom stalls, hearts racing with the risk until I gathered courage to come out to close friends, their acceptance flooding me with relief and encouragement. Sophia introduced me to her circle of queer women, hosting dinner parties that turned into deep conversations about love and identity, followed by dancing close in living rooms where I felt truly seen for the first time. Intimacy evolved constantly. One memorable evening, she blindfolded me, leading me through sensory games of taste and touch, building anticipation until I begged for release, her tongue finally granting it in prolonged ecstasy that shattered me beautifully. Challenges arose, like lingering doubts from my conservative upbringing or awkward encounters with ex-boyfriends who couldn't understand the shift. Yet Sophia's steady love anchored me through every storm, helping me reclaim my narrative. We celebrated milestones with romantic gestures, surprise weekend getaways where hotel suites became playgrounds for passion, or quiet nights cooking together naked, leading inevitably to kitchen counter climaxes, her lifting me effortlessly as we lost ourselves again. Family reactions varied, some needing time while others embraced us fully, attending our first Pride Parade together, hand in hand, rainbow flags waving as we kissed openly, feeling the joy of living authentically. Years later, we looked back on that broken elevator as the fateful gift that redirected my path toward a life rich with lesbian love and community, joining activism events and mentoring younger women navigating their own awakenings. Our bond deepened into plans for forever, adopting a dog, then talking of children, building a home filled with art, laughter, and nightly rituals of tender or wild lovemaking that kept the original spark alive. Through every chapter, I marveled at how being stuck in that small metal box for a few hours unlocked decades of truth, setting me free to love women fiercely and without apology. Sophia, forever my partner in this beautiful era that began with a jolt and a kiss and continues to bloom in endless passion and mutual growth.